Distinguished viewers, welcome to Hospitality 360 Conversations, where we explore every touch point of hospitality excellence. Thank you for joining us on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. Our mission is simple: to educate, inspire, and promote professionalism in the hospitality industry. Today, our conversation focuses on an important sector, and that is the professional catering. And we know that professional catering goes beyond cooking delicious meals. It encompasses hygiene, safety, customer satisfaction, creativity, operational excellence, and professionalism. To guide us through this discussion, we have a very remarkable woman, the Chief Executive Officer of Achievers Catering Center, all the way from Akropon, and a facilitator of TVET, Mrs. Mary Boafoa Edi Bruce. Welcome to Hospitality 360 Conversation, Madam.
Eddie Bruce.
Eddie Bruce, thank you for the correction. Eddie Bruce.
Thank you, madam. I'm grateful.
All right. So we need to get
Thank you for
started.
the opportunity. I'm
We are
very
grateful. We
grateful.
are grateful to host you on Hospitality 360 Conversation. So, Madam, our distinguished viewers would like to know the remarkable woman behind Achievers Catering Center. They've heard so much about you. You are all over on social media doing great stuff. Now tell us who you are. We want to know more about you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, madam. Um, from the onset, I will say I am Mrs. Mary Boafoa Eddie Bruce.
Correct.
I'm
Thank
married
you.
to one Nana Eddie Bruce. And then I'm in my 40s and a very hardworking self into catering and hospitality management. And I would say that my madam before me enforced me to be in this profession, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful, and I've never regretted meeting you at Hope Poly. I'm very grateful. I've been in the system for about, I would say, 14 years, getting to 15 years now.
Mhm.
And around 2010, my in-law, may he so rest in peace, saw something in me that I am into more of training, imparting knowledge to others. So he urged me so well that I have to get something doing so that I can help this around. So 2010 September, he gave me a name, Achievers Community. And from there, I started with my small business, taking orders and then equipping others also. And then from the knowledge you gave me, when it comes to catering and hospitality, I have to impart it to other people as well. So gradually, I started. Whilst I got employed to, by then, ICES, Integrated Community Center for Employable Skills. That one was under Ministry of Employment. So I got employed to them, and then I started teaching catering and hospitality in the institution where we were. Last 2 years, we were migrated to Ghana TVET. That is where I am basing now. But alongside, Achievers is growing. And at first, when I train the students, what I do is I'll just give them certification in the room, and then nobody knows what is going on.
You see?
But yes, for the encouragement of from my husband, He said, why don't you sit up and do the thing very well? Because whatever you are imparting to the people, it is very useful and they are making good use of it.
I love
So
that.
you need to also come out and do something so that people will know what is in you.
I love that.
So from 3 years now, I have started doing graduation, which this year we are doing our third graduation.
Wow.
What I'm teaching the student, some are doing cookery, some are doing pastries, some are doing cakes decoration. So we do all, and then most of the time we just, because I am under TVET sector, we normally do the achievers meetings in the weekends. So people who are already employed, who are not working, housewives, they get the opportunity also to come and learn skill through Achievers Catering Center. And this year, I have the opportunity to train 13 students to get to pass through cookery. Some are doing cookery, some are doing cakes, some are only basically working on pastries. So we are doing our graduation next week, God willing. So that is Achievers Catering Center. And I
Ah.
always say that you are the mentor.
Mary, I am so Mrs. Eddie Bruce, right?
Eddie
Eddie
Bruce.
Bruce, yes. And I commend your
Yes, Eddie
husband for
Bruce.
the great
Yeah,
support he's given you into shaping Achievers
yeah,
Catering Center into its current state.
yeah,
And we are so
yeah,
proud of you. Now, that is a wonderful introduction. Now, let's explore into the current state of the catering industry.
yeah.
From where you sit as a professional, how do you view the catering industry now? Do you see it as moving towards the right direction or you are backtracking?
That I was when I saw the topic we are talking about, I was like, this time round, catering is not what we are seeing at first, because the protocol observes that we need to put across, or whatever I would say, our principles. Because when you are in the hospitality industry, you go or you work according to principle.
Exactly.
And looking at today, what we are experiencing, we are not getting what previously we were into. Because looking at our appearance today, you will see somebody said, I'm in the catering industry, and you say, wow, with this appearance,
Mm.
you don't see it. Because looking at who a profession is, someone who has been trained, gone through a training, have been awarded or certificated,
Mhm.
and then the person, the way the person exhibits his or her attitude will let you know that you are coming from the profession
Exactly.
or this type of training.
Mhm.
But this time around, you see somebody who is saying, I'm into catering and hospitality, or I'm in the hospitality industry. And then you see the appearance and the way they carry themselves. Oh, now catering has become more cheap. Hospitality industry has become like a cheap platform that people who doesn't even deserve are in the system,
Mhm.
and that is not pushing up
Yeah.
the industry.
Mm.
We are rather backtracking,
Mhm. Mm.
because we don't see the qualified and the professional people in the industry at all,
Okay.
because of the way we are carrying ourselves. When you look through the media, people who are into it, our protocols that we even have to observe during cooking, we don't see it now.
Mhm.
Last week I was on a program, and then I saw one lady with this disposable cap
Mhm.
just hanging halfway of the
Mhm.
hair, and then the entire hair is just blowing around her
Mhm.
while she's cooking. And then the hair will blow around the face, and then she will use the same hand she's using to cook to
Mhm.
just take it back. And I said, wow,
Mhm.
Madam Theo, come and see. Come and see, because these are not the things that we are looking for when it comes
Mm.
to professionalism in the
Mm.
catering industry.
Yeah.
We have to observe all the protocols, and that one will push us more forward. somewhere than what we are
You
experiencing now.
highlighted
Thank
very
you.
important trends, but could it be that because the hospitality industry have experienced significant growth into now what we see, the modern form of catering, compared to how catering used to be, now with people even setting up buffet units and adding all kinds of artificial non-edible plants which virtually enters into the food,
Food.
which we all know that hygienically is not right. Could it just be that maybe there's been some growth, and this growth is posing challenges, and
Mm.
challenges also comes with higher customer expectation? Could it be we are not managing the challenges that have come with the growth, or is a share situation of personnel who are in the catering sector not being professionally trained, or lacking the understanding, the basic fundamental understanding
Mm.
of how catering should be professionally conducted to ensure that the food is safe, to ensure that the food creates the right impression, to ensure that nobody comes to eat your food and go having food contamination because you've
Mhm.
exposed the food to artificial plants, which virtually
Artificial
should not be
plant.
the case.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what is the problem we are faced with from where you sit? Because you are a fine professional in this field.
Yeah. What I'm saying is siatra. Let me use
Mhm.
this three word.
It's okay.
We are,
Our viewers appreciate diversity,
yeah,
so it's
we
fine.
are doing things as if we know much
Mm,
than, and one aspect is that we are not learning what it's entailed when it comes to catering.
mm,
We see it to be, let's make it, and now there are so easy way, soft life, and that is what I said earlier on, that because at first we didn't have much of this equipment and
mhm,
tools that we are using, but now looking at the situation, everything is there. Somebody will use nails, and then he said, I'm in the catering industry
mhm,
cooking,
mhm,
because there are manufacturing machines and all those things around. You will just operate and sit down, and then things will work out for the person.
mhm.
So one, I would say that Shiatra is taking everything out. And then again, we most of them are not willing also to learn and know what it entails, because
So on
the
that point,
fund
sorry for me to interrupt, but could it be the customers are also the customers who are the
demands.
receiving end of this
Mm.
catering services or catering practices? Could it be they are also coming with some kind of expectation? Let's say, oh, I attended a friend's wedding. I saw how they have laid out the buffet, and the buffet had all this artificial plants around it, which is not food garnishing because we don't teach that in the schools. It is not food garnishing. You can't eat it. It's not edible. And once
Mhm.
that artificial plant, which they keep, they store in places which might not be safe, and then they reuse it. Oh, it's not another event time. Let's just bring it out. I mean, shake off the dust, use it again. And all these artificial
And
plants
yeah,
are getting into contact with food. And somebody sees it and it's like, oh, I saw what somebody did for my friend's wedding. I want the same. So a
they did.
professional caterer who knows the standard,
Yeah.
who should even educate the
It
customer, ends up saying, okay, that is
educates.
what they like. I need the
Very.
money. So they
Yeah.
should just do it for them. So could it be the customers are also the problem here, or the issue is that the professional is not standing on his or her ground to say that, yes, I know this is how you want it, but professionally, this is not accepted. There's another way we can go around it to still give you a beautiful event.
Yes, madam. It is coming from both, as you already said. Customers are also demanding from what they are seeing outside there. And since we too, we need the money, we can't advise them
The
on
cash.
what is good and then what is bad.
Mm,
Sometimes when they come to us and then they bring out what they expect us to give it to
mm,
them, some, instead of us educating them for them to know the positive side of what they are requesting for and then the negative side, no, what we do is we will just take the money and then do what they want for them, regardless of the end product, what we are going to give to the people. I always say or tell my student that it is not all about cooking, but what the customer will get satisfied with, so that you always have a repeated business with your people. And now, because of the demand the clients now they are looking for, I went to this party and they did it this way, and I want it to be like that. Mine also, you should even go extreme than my friend's own. Yes, they come and say me try madam for no. Send your year need dear no. I want you to go beyond that. Add more flowers, add these things. I need this, that around it. And at the end of the day, you, as you were saying, some of these items, artificial items, are food poisoners. They don't even cross-check whether it is good for human consumption. It is good for us to breathe in that thing when we are around it. We don't look at it. And all that we want to see is the beauty of it. And we don't consider the benefits, the health issue around that thing. We don't consider it. So most of the time, I said it is coming from both the customer and then the 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 clients, because at the end of the day, you need to educate them. Some of them doesn't know anything at all, madam.
Exactly.
They don't know. So we are profession now, so we have to make sure we educate them. This is good for you. Even the environment that we are going to do your buffet or whatever, we have to even cross-check around whether the place is safe for food to be displayed.
Exactly.
But we don't do that. As I said, we are focusing on the money that we will get instead of educating the people what is right for them, so that people who will consume the food will have safe food to eat. We don't do that. So most of the time, I would say that the problem is coming from both sides.
Okay.
We, those that we said we are professionals, how do we educate the people? What information are we feeding them? We don't do it. It is, no, every plate is 200 cedis. We are charging, back, the money is coming. We don't focus on whatever that may cause food poison, whatever might cause food unsafe for people to eat. But all that we are looking for is what we are going to get. And then the customers are also looking at the beauty the thing will become. That's all. They don't even look at the food that we are going to give it to them, how healthy it is. They don't look at it. Sometimes you get to a program and then the whole place is decorated and the whole place is just charming. You look at it and say, wow. But the food that they will produce, people cannot eat.
Exactly.
And they don't look at that. They don't see anything wrong with that. But they look at how the beauty of the place, the decoration, and we think everything is all right. So the problem and the challenge is coming from both sides, madam.
Okay.
That we, the professionals, must educate the people to know what is right, but not just following the trend. That one is coming on. This is okay, and then what is right and what is wrong.
Okay.
So that is what I have to say about
and thank you. That is a brilliant submission. That is a brilliant submission. And one thing is critical with what you said: food hygiene and safety. And that brings us to the second question: that how can catering facilities improve upon the hygiene standards in their establishment? How can they improve upon it?
Yeah, now there is information trending. All establishment must go through the FDA to get their hygiene safety,
Yeah, the food hygiene permit.
permit before. And I know when you get there, there is education that you are going to get.
Exactly.
When they come around, they are also going to feed you with more information, how you can put up your area and what you have to put it at the right place. There is going to be proper education that you, the food handler, must go through. And when you are able to do that, I'm sure you have more knowledge about how you handle your food premises in order to have a safe environment and also to produce food safety for your clients.
I like that. I like that. But the follow-up question on this is that, do you think the FDA, they are doing a great job? They are doing a great job. I mean, I've interacted with some of their professional personnels in the not too in the past, and they are very professional. They go about their work. They give a lot of education. But the question is that, are they reaching out to all food handlers within all the regions we have in the country? Or their focus is more on the well-established facilities like the hotels, the restaurant? Meanwhile, we know that in Ghana, street food vending is a major thing. It's a booming venture, street food vending.
I tell you.
And we have a lot of untrained personnel who feel naturally they have cooking abilities, who have ventured into that. And they do all kinds of things. They buy stuff they don't wash, they just send it to the mill, it should be blended, they cook it. They are like, oh, when we subject it to heat, it will kill the germs.
It
And
will
they don't
kill the
wash it
germs.
well. Exactly. Their selection of vegetables and all that is poor. They will pick the one
Exactly.
that is broken, the vegetables that are not in their good
Unsound
state
vegetables,
to
yeah.
cook. Yes, and people will still see it as nicely presented and eat. So do you think the problem is that maybe the FDA is not do not have a broad reach, or the food handlers, it is the duty of food handlers also to work to them that, yes, I am a street vendor, but with what I've heard, I want to do things right. So I walk into an FDA facility or
Yeah,
office and ask them what I need to do to get a food hygiene permit.
yeah. Madam, as I said earlier, one way or the other, we should both play that role.
Mm,
Me, for instance, um, I went to FBA at Koforidia and
mm,
then asked of how I should go about the food hygiene registration.
mm-hmm,
And then they came around for the first time to inspect my area. And then they gave me the guidelines to go through, what I have to do for them to get here finally so that they can award me with a certificate. And then I had little interaction with them, and then they taught me how to put this one should be here, this one, nothing should be on the floor, you have to do this and that and that and that. So, one, if you are a professional caterer and you feel like you want to be in the industry, it's it will be like something is pushing you to do that
yeah.
because you have that knowledge that I have to do it because I know when you come to you produce for the people will tell them who they are. So you have to make sure if you are in the industry, you can go there yourself and let them know that I am doing this. Come and help me out. And they are willing to come. And even direct you till you get to your certifications. Other their focus also most of the time are in the bigger industries.
Mm-hmm,
They don't look at the watches seller.
mm-hmm.
They don't look at the mutual
The check
seller at
check.
the
You've
roadside.
forgotten the check joints.
Yes, the
All time
check
favorites.
people, and then the chop bar people. They don't look
Mm-hmm.
at them
Yeah.
because, madam, we have some mentality that those even food are more healthier than that of the.
The restaurant, the established ones.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
We have the mentality because we said that these restaurant people they add a lot of cubes and other things,
Uh-huh.
spices to their food and here and there. And
Mm-hmm.
going to choba or wache, it is more healthier.
Mm-hmm.
Even some people say that it's more better than
Yeah.
it's
Mm-hmm.
more better than what we eat at the. So they have to also come to the grounds.
Mm-hmm.
They have to come to the grounds and then look at our small vendors and then look at the way they especially sometimes they cook at home and then bring the food at the roadside,
Mhm.
but go back to where the food is being prepared.
Exactly. The quality
You
of
go
water,
and then
the quality of water they use to cook.
exactly, exactly. You go and then they will leave them suspense and other things that they have used for cooking for the dogs and then cows and those
Mm-hmm.
chickens to feed
Mm-hmm.
on
Mm-hmm.
before they will come and wash it and then the next day they use it for another
Mm-hmm.
cooking. Go back to the kitchen that they are working,
Mm-hmm.
and you will see that what they bring outside there is more of food poisoning to
Mm-hmm.
the people. So they don't go. They themselves, they wish to get wache along the roadside, even going
Yeah.
to the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So their focus is more like going to the restaurant than coming to the ground. But when they come to the ground, our challenge is that going there, they are going to stress you with the registration, bring this, bring that, the money they are
It's not
taking,
that
and yes.
sophisticated. Once you follow their laid out procedures, you are good to go.
So,
Yes.
so the stress that they go through, that also deprived most of us going to them.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I got to know them, that is why I am putting a lot of things in place.
Mm-hmm.
After registration and paying my small taxes, I have to go through all this, a lot of procedure they are demanding for us to get to that stage. So
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, we wish they also make things flexible a bit for
Yeah.
the small business centers, so that at the end of the day we can all practice under the hygienic condition to
Okay.
produce food that are safe for the people.
Okay,
So that is
that
what
is
I
brilliant.
feel.
And viewers, we want you to know that hygiene is one of the strongest pillars for successful
Exactly.
catering
Exactly.
facilities. A simple
Exactly.
lapse can affect a
Mm,
customer's health, can affect your organization's reputation, and can have
sure.
serious legal
Even
consequences.
lead, yeah, and leading to
Serious
death.
legal consequences.
Yeah,
So you are better off getting hygiene right in your catering establishment. And I
sure.
will try and bring an FDA rep on Hospitality 360 conversations to just educate food
Yeah,
handlers, street food vendors, so that little steps they can take to improve upon hygiene in their cooking.
exactly.
So food vendors, don't worry, we'll have a whole segment for you coming up soon.
All right.
But now let me beyond maintaining clean facilities, investing in people is equally important. And that brings us to our next question, that what should be the focus of catering establishment as they train personnel for the hospitality industry? I mean, the catering institutions, whether our now the polytechnics is no more, now we have technical universities. So
Technical
whether our
universities.
technical universities, catering centers like what you have, what can they do?
Mhm.
Yeah, what should be their focus as they train personnel year in, year out? They churn out personnel for the industry, because what you give them is what they are going to
Mhm.
produce. And I am proud of you
Exactly. Mm.
because I mean, I thought you personally, together with some of your mates in the then Whole Poly, which is now Whole Technical
Yeah,
University. So it means we put in you something good. We impacted great knowledge
sure,
into you, and you've built
sure.
on it. So what can they also
Yeah.
do so that we can have more of the Mrs. Mary Eddie
A deep
Bruce in the
bruise.
system, doing great stuff for the industry?
Yeah. So thank you, madam. What I will say is that those incoming professionals, all that we are giving to them is professionalism. Because if you are professional, automatically you are going to exhibit everything, every good thing that is in the industry.
Mhm.
If that word is in your head, I'm a professional caterer, I'm a professional that, you as soon as you have that mentality to exhibit that lifestyle, it's so easily for you. You don't just do things anyhow. If it comes to your hygiene protocols, you observe them very well. When it comes to your health and safety issues, you observe it very well. When it comes to your kitchen production section, you make sure you do everything at its right way. So all that we are educating the people to go and exhibit is that we are giving you the profession as a word. Take it. use it, because as soon as you have that mentality,